Previously on Bit on the Side. Brian was the envy of every man in Britain.
Hello? Hello?
They don't come out very often, do
Aren't
they?
Emma's tits amazing?
Emma took drastic measures to avoid Brian.
Welcome back to Bit on the Side.
Julie found her rap party date. Emma took control in the sweaty box.
Guys, not again.
You stupid woman!
Get out.
And the sexual tension was too much for Cheryl. That's right. It's the sexiest celeb box ever.
Get it, got it, good. So, the situation's trashed a few hotels in Vegas, has it? Well, that is nothing, because we have been trashing the main show's reputation for nearly 2 whole years. And trashing it good. So, it is Bank Holiday Monday, and it is day 13. Unlucky for the nominated... Hello? It's coming in. It's an open house here. Whoever's banging around. Unlucky, as I was saying, for the nominated celebrity housemates. Everyone's gone silent. But never for us. We live for this shiz, and we don't even ask for time and a half. So the nominations results are in, but don't worry, we would never put you lot up for this.
I love that one.
Or this.
I'm really chill today. I'm chill. I'm cool. Exactly.
But even we take exception to this. Lovely. Now, it is, as I said, bank holiday, as you know. And I'd say the majority of you probably spent last night in a gutter somewhere wishing that you hadn't said yes to that last slippery nipple. Luckily, the ladies on the panel tonight are far more professional. Please welcome Big Brother icon Nikki Graham and ex-celeb housemate Natalie Cassidy. Don't mind Jamie, he's been locked here all weekend and has been trying to perfect that look that he does so well. Yeah, that one, it's brilliant. Right, OK, so yesterday the House nominated for the 3rd time. Here is a little recap.
My first nomination is...
Danica.
The situation. Martin.
Rian.
Samantha.
It's Julian.
Yesterday she was showing her breast to the situation.
She's playing with my emotions.
That is not a woman who carries herself with class and dignity.
A first-class display of flirting.
I prefer to be around people that are a lot more lively.
I find all a bit simpering.
She's a little bit self-centred.
I actually feel that he doesn't even like me.
We've hardly got any tea bags left, and we're saying we'll have to reuse them.
Quite frankly, I can live without that in the house.
OK, my second nomination would go to...
Colleen.
To Harvey.
It's Rian. It's Danica.
Prince. In the situation.
The prince.
I've got a massive question mark over what she does in the real world.
She reminds me of a wife from the 1950s.
I think she can shit stir at times.
He brags a bit too much for my liking.
My time of the whole playing games is done.
He's a bit of a ringleader with the young kids.
You know when you just get the gut feeling that somebody doesn't really like you that much? And I don't want to hear you talking about burning a couch down.
Flirting with the possible love of my life, Danica.
He spoke behind my back to Danica to make himself look better.
Dullness personified.
Rian, the situation, and Samantha are all up for eviction on Wednesday. Nikki, are the right people up?
I'd say yes, everyone but Sam, because I don't really think Sam's done anything wrong.
She hasn't really. I mean, there's obviously a massive public perception of her. And I think probably of all of them, she's the only one that kind of wants to change her public perception. Do you think?
To be honest...
Although I don't know why, because she has only written one article.
Before she'd gone in, honestly. But she just seems really sweet. And I think most of the housemates like her, so I am surprised that she's up. Harvey loves her.
He does. They do get on quite well, don't they? Nat, the situation is up for the second week in a row. Second time, sorry, in a row. What do you think he's doing so wrong?
He's called the situation. I seriously think if he would have gone into the house and said, "Hi, I'm Michael," it could have been really different for him. Truly, I think it's his name.
Purely that?
Purely.
Not even not the way he acts?
No, just his name.
Just his name?
Yeah.
What do you guys make to who's up this time? Delighted at who? All of them?
Not all of them. I'm delighted Danica's up because she's gone. Because she's been portrayed as a player or whatever you want. I was a bit shocked that Prince wasn't up as well.
She's been portrayed as a player. Do you think she is a player?
Yeah, pretty much. I think that I feel sorry for her boyfriend, to be honest, because he's got to put up with that.
Yeah.
It's a
whole
bit...
thing tonight, you know that conversation about she had a was tonight, right? She had a conversation with her boyfriend. I don't understand what that conversation was. Didn't really make any sense, did it?
When Lorenzo said, "I need to know about that really private conversation with your boyfriend before you come in," I would have said, "Are you taking the piss?" It's my private conversation with my boyfriend. What's it got to do
But
with you?
also, she didn't really explain what that. Did anyone get what the conversation was?
No.
I was slightly baffled.
We
by
can
the whole
guess.
thing.
We can guess, can't we?
What's guess, Jay? Guess.
Tell us.
I would imagine that she said whatever goes on in the BB house stays in the BB house. She's doing it for. I think she came clean with him and said, "I'm going to be."
And on the nation's TV screen.
Yeah.
For all to see.
Yeah, I think she said. I think she told him what she was going to be doing.
Any other opinions as to who is up this week? You're a very quiet audience tonight. Come on, up your game.
I'm really annoyed that Sam's up for Eviction because I know everyone says she's boring, but I think she's quite interesting.
You think there's a lot to her that maybe we haven't seen?
Yeah, I reckon if maybe Rhian gets out, then and Danica, I don't really like anyone, to be honest.
What? Anyone that's up or any of the housemates in
I don't think
all?
I like any of the housemates apart from Jasmine, but now she's gone.
What's the matter with you?
I don't actually know. I think I've got problems.
I think you have got problems. The situation nominated Danica for playing with his emotions, and he nominated Prince Lorenzo for flirting with Danica, the potential love of his life. Jamie, what is the logic in that?
I think if we try and find logic in the situation, we'll be here for years.
Till Christmas.
Yeah. He's just a very confused young man. Someone who can burn down a sofa and pay $7.5 grand and not think anything of it, but then think. He's not quite in the real world, is he? You know, he's from
How do you
Jersey
feel
Shore.
about? I kind of see some of it as. Is it bragging?
I think it's showboating.
Showboating is probably a better term.
It's the Atlantic gap, really. I think over in the States, it probably that kind of gratuitous kind of display of money and stuff probably goes down quite well. But over here, people just think it's slightly crude.
I must say that happened in the house when the twins were there talking about losing diamond earrings for like $80,000, and like they said they'd spilt a glass of water. I was like, sorry, what are you? So I do think it is that Atlantic divide, definitely.
OK, Nikki, what do you make of Danica and Rhian?
Well, I think Danica's playing game. I mean, she's coming across as really likeable. I mean, you can't. I'm trying really hard not to like her.
If you
I'm finding it quite easy not to like her, actually.
No, I think what she's doing I don't agree with, but she seems like quite a likeable girl.
If you had just her and you didn't know about what she did for a living and how she kind of earned her money and what she's kind of looking like she's doing with the situation in The Prince, if you saw just her and had a conversation with her and knew nothing about her, I think you would think she's genuinely a nice girl.
Yeah, but she's playing both the boys now. And, you know, the situation really likes her. And now she's decided she likes Prince. But if she goes with Prince, she's not going to get that MTV Europe ticket.
No, she's not. But she will get 50 million big ones and be a princess. So I think MTV Awards princess?
MTV Awards, definitely.
MTV Awards,
and
definitely.
a new frock.
Yeah, she'd get a new frock, brilliant. And she'd get to live with the situation.
Not so brilliant.
OK, so Julian and Colleen said that flirting is not a crime. Natalie, what's your stance?
I'm a bit of a flirt myself. However, I think tweaking nipples is stepping over the line a little bit.
There is a line, isn't there?
There's definitely a line. Although the whole thing about flirting and all that, I do think the boys are taking it just too far. I know we keep talking about her playing games, but they need to just get a grip, lighten up.
Yes.
Enjoy themselves as a group of guys and enjoy the house.
Ashley just needs to move on because he's been a really bad sportsman, I think, as far as this goes. Yeah, the girls have maybe pushed it a little bit with them.
I just think they're being so serious, the boys.
It's just like a playground. It's
it really is.
Kids in a playground, really.
And in a way, I'm kind of liking that the situation is being played. Because he's a player and he plays people all the time.
I think he'll learn a lot. I think he'll learn a lot. I think he'll come out and maybe think about the way he acts.
Is he a changed man? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
it is the love of his life, Jamie.
I know, exactly. I'm going to regret saying that.
I have a very pressing question for you, Jamie.
Brilliant.
Julian nominated Sam for being an untrustworthy journalist.
Yes. Why are you looking at me? Why have I been given this question?
I don't know why you. What do you make of her?
I think he was referring to the newspaper that she works for rather than her as a person. I think he was trying to work out why someone I think he actually quite likes does the job that she does for the people that she does the job for. I think that was what it was about. I think he's got a long history of conflict with the Daily Mail, as have many. And I think that was what the problem was. I don't think it was necessarily Sam.
Okay. There's obviously this back and forth thing going on between Rhian and Ashley. Ashley, though, received 0 nominations. Why do you think that is?
I think people would forget about him.
Sorry?
I think people would forget about him.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I think he's boring. I even forget he's in the house to myself, so...
You forget he's in the house, you...
I think they feel sorry for him, because people think, he's been played a bit. He's had enough.
He's the young pup in the house kind of thing.
And they don't want... They try and mother him and not nominate him.
Okay. Finally in this this debate anyway, who do you think is going to go on Wednesday, Nikki?
I would like to see, I think, Rhian or Danica, because...
I think the house will be really different if this whole playground flirting, not flirting thing wasn't there.
Because that's all it is at the moment.
I think some of
it. Nat?
Yeah, I think get the glamour birds out.
Jay?
Get Danica out so we can move on from this boring love triangle storyline and let Martin and people shine a bit more.
You don't think she'll go?
I don't think she'll go at all.
Who do you think will go?
I think it'll be Sam.
Why Sam?
Because I don't think she's done much in the house. I don't think we've seen her enough in the house.
Maybe we would see these people more, though.
The main thing about Sam is people, even though she's a likeable or not character, people aren't going to vote for her to stay in the house. Because Danica and Rhian are causing some sort of controversy, people might like that and say, oh, I wanted to stay in because it was causing drama.
Yeah, but Josie didn't stay in because of that reason.
Yeah, it's different. I think it's different.
OK, they're telling me I've got to carry on, so I've got to carry on. Now, I know that you are all probably rushing to get Danica everything that she has on her wish list, but before you go crashing your browser, why not take the time to get in touch with us via Twitter or through the website? All the details are on your screen right now. OK, if you want to talk to a human, then Jamie is going to be in the phone room a little bit later on. But first, here are the numbers you need to save your fave. This week, Danica, Rhian, Samantha and The Situation all face the public vote. Who stays? You decide. From a landline, call 0901 616 17 and add the number of the housemate. From a mobile, call 65058 and add the number of the housemate. For Danica, add 04. For Rhian, add 11. For Samantha, add 12. For The Situation, add 13. Calls cost no more than 36p from BT landlines or any mobile. Calls from other landlines may vary. Voting closes in Wednesday's Eviction show. Votes cast after the lines close won't count. For full terms, go to channel5.com/BB Vote. Bet on the Side, the show that knows what love is. It's watching Big Brother 24/7, and I must remember to tell that bloke from Foreigner that I know. Right, anyway, thanks, Judy. It would appear that love or lack of it has had a lot to do with this week's nominations, and joining me now is a woman who can tell us what the celebs are thinking without them even moving their lips. She is to body language what Julie Goodyear is to leopard print and cigarettes. It's just Judy James. Look at
a piece of nicotine chewing gum, I am.
Yeah. OK, so, in last night's show, Colleen said that she'd misjudged Julie. In tonight's show, we've seen that neither of them have nominated each other. So do you think this is a genuine turnaround?
Not really. I mean, Colleen had this epiphany when she got nominated. I think it was a genuine shock for her. And I think it kind of changed her thinking around. She also lost her friend Cheryl as well, so I think she's had to mix a little bit more with Julie. But I'm not sure that she absolutely still trusts Julie, but I think she now understands why Julie is being everybody's friend, because I think she realises if you don't, you're going to go up for nomination every time. So I think she respects Julie's technique, and I think she's copying it quite a lot. She really, really had a wake-up call. I think she was genuinely upset about being nominated.
She didn't. She hated the whole thing about when she was saved the other night, didn't she? And about people judging her. And she said, I never want to do a show when I'm judged again. She really didn't like it. Do you think the gunging test that we saw the other night had anything to do with it as well? Because 8 out of the 10 housemates said that they didn't think Julie was playing a game. Do you think that would have changed her?
Well, again, I don't want to be too cynical. I mean, it may have made her think a little bit more and think maybe she's being genuine, but I think as well she may have realised that actually if they all think she's being genuine and I keep carping on at her all the time, then I'm going to be more and more unpopular. So I think it could also be quite a clever survival strategy as well.
OK. This evening... last night we saw Danica and Rhian. Well, we didn't see them, but they were having a little chat in the toilets about making friends with the boys before nominations. Has this backfired on them, do you think?
I don't know what else they're going to do. They're a bit of a busted flush, really, aren't they? I mean, they're going through this kind of cycle of behaviour, which is where they do this intense flirting, followed by pseudo-infantile, oh, you know, we've fallen out and everything, and followed by more intense flirting. And they're kind of running out, because I think the older ones are getting so wise to it now that they're making themselves unpopular. So I think it's just going to be too obvious. If they go and start flirting again, then they're going to lose popularity with the older housemates. So a bit of a hiding to nothing, I think.
Do you think they're noticing it, the girls themselves? Do you think they notice that people are kind of seeing it more and more?
I think Rhian is. I mean, Rhian's kind of vanished, hasn't she? She's just sort of horizontal behind a mound of bosom, and that's about all we're seeing of her now. Danica's obviously still very active. I mean, she's going to go down fighting if it kills her, but they're both beginning to get a little bit angry about the whole thing as well. I think you're seeing that slight sweet edge going now, and it's turning into a sort of, well, if they don't like it, whatever. So there's a little bit more of that anger coming out.
OK. The relationship between Ashley and Rhian has been a storm in a teacup. Let's have a look.
I can't talk to her again, man. This is getting ridiculous. I'm not doing that again, bro. I've done it too many times, bro. I swear to God, I'll do anything to make you happy with us. You know what I'm saying?
So Ashley nominated Rhian, but said that he wants her to stay. What does that mean?
He's very mixed up. He looks like one of those drunken texters, doesn't he, where he sort of falls out with somebody and then sends a text at midnight saying, I love you. I think she's done him a favour in a lot of ways. I mean, he's a sportsman, he's a winner, he's obviously trained up for the psychology of resilience. You know, if you get a knockback, you keep going, you've got to keep winning. So I think he sees her as a challenge that he obviously wants to succeed. But it's also helping him to bond with the boys as well. I don't know if you saw the situation's body language there, but he was fully splayed out on the bed, and they were obviously having this sort of rebooting their machismo thing. So it helps him to get on. I think he's bonded with the boy group more because of the way that she's treating him. But I think A, he's confused, and B, he's just got to do this sportsman thing and keep getting back in there and having another go.
You kind of just want him to just stop, though, don't you?
Yes,
because he's just going on and on and on with it, and it's like, she doesn't want to know. Just kind of step away.
It's like judo film.
And, like, leave her be. Like,
Move away from the bed.
Step away from the really pretty girl. OK, so Danica was nominated, we saw this evening, for being a superstar at flirting. Let's take a look.
You look silly.
No, you look silly. You look silly, dude.
You look silly.
Get off me. Don't touch me. I don't want you to touch me.
Yo, fuck you. I'm putting your hair in fucking ponytails.
I don't want you to put them in ponytails.
Yo, fuck you.
Fuck you. Where's this from?
Don't touch me.
Oh.
See? Did you like that? Did you like that? Did you like that? You didn't like it, did you, sucker?
Listen, if you were single, You know, like I would definitely like kiss you and stuff here if you were single. It's true. But I know my boundaries, and I wouldn't want somebody to do that if I had a girlfriend.
Where do we start?
OK, so she often refers to the prince and the situation as her best friends. So do you think her body language reflects that?
No,
that they're best friends?
No, not. I mean, goodness no. I mean, she's just flirt, full-on flirting. I mean, all of that play fighting that she was doing in the situation. I mean, that's part of the sexual flirting. You're exploring and seeing what areas you can touch. But don't you love the way she said, "Don't touch me"? This is the woman that stood and grabbed his nipples and tuned them like a radio. I mean, if he'd have done that to her, she'd have called the police, wouldn't she? So, you know, but suddenly, oh, it's very hands-off. But I love the stuff with the prince, because he was saying, I would like to kiss you. And I don't know if you saw, but she then put her tongue around her lips, and what she was doing was she was actually trying the kiss out. It was like, oh, I'll see how that feels. Then she did that inane, girly teenage laugh, as though she's never been kissed in her life. But then when she came up, she was rubbing her lips, and it was like, well, you know, your lips could be here if you play your cards right. I mean, deep flirting on a different level.
I get really scared when Judy comes in. I don't want to give you any body language because I'm scared of what you'll tell me I'm doing. I think Colleen said last night, she made quite a good point, actually. If the boys feel like the girls are flirting with them too much and leading them on, they should say, stop it. Stop doing this. Stop flirting with me. But they don't. They just let it continue. No. So it's just as much their own fault, really.
But it flatters their ego, doesn't it? I mean, all these guys, you know, they like themselves. They keep saying, I'm a nice guy, you know, I can pull all these women outside the house. So in a way, they're hearing what they want to hear, what they think they should hear.
Yeah.
If they turn around and sort of say, don't flirt with me, it's as though they don't look as though they're worth being flirted with. It kind of brings their status down.
I think they also like the sympathy from the other housemates, though.
Well, that's the thing. They can then go into childish mode and get the sympathy. And, I mean, it's working. So, you know, not being nominated, some of them, so...
Judy, thank you so much. Judy James, everybody. Coming up, you lot at home get to tell Jamie exactly what you think in the phone room, and we get to grips with the game players. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back to Big Brother's Fit on the Side. Oi, you, come here. I want a quick word, right? Just give me a straight answer. Yes or no? Are you being paid? No. Good, me either. Brilliant. Right, would you like an exclusive? Yeah? Here's one.
For this week's shopping task, housemates will be split into gods and mortals. Gods will live in the life of luxury on Mount Olympus, whereas mortals will toil away down on Earth. The mortals will compete against each other in a series of trials. After each trial, the gods will decide which mortal pleased them the most. This mortal will then become a god and enjoy the luxuries of Mount Olympus.
This is Big Brother. Martin, you've been selected to become Zeus, King of the Gods. Julie, you've been selected to become Aphrodite, the goddess of love. The remaining housemates will all start the task as mere mortals.
Welcome to Mount Olympus. As gods, Big Brother has provided you with an all-seeing eye. Through this eye, you will be able to watch over the mortals down on Earth. However, you are not permitted to let the mortals know that you have this power.
You did it, girl! I love you! It's just my mate. It's Janet. She's come in. That's right. It's phone room time. I feel like Julian Clary having private time with his dogs. No, obviously I don't mean that the callers are dogs, or indeed, well, actually, you're a dog. Moving on. Tonight's banned words are you all right? Who have we got on line one?
Franco from Nottingham.
Franco from Nottingham. Hey, how you doing, Franco?
Yeah, I'm doing good, Jamie. How you doing? I want to make a couple of quick points.
Is that his real voice? I was joking. Is that your real voice?
Yeah, of course it is.
Ah, there we go. But how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I want Big Brother to get a bit more tougher. These are celebrities. They're used to the lifestyle. I want Big Brother to get tougher with them.
Okay. In what sense?
Well, I don't know. Let me give you an example. You've got the occasional table, you've got Julian, you've got the Prince. They walk around like they're in an airport, looking for departure lounges and, looking for where their boarding gate is.
Okay.
You need to get harder with them. Let's get Adam in the house. And let's get them up at 6 in the morning doing tasks so they fail.
Who's Adam?
Who's Adam? You can't forget Adam already.
Oh,
from Big Brother.
From Civilian Big Brother?
Yeah, from Civilian.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Get him in his military outfit again and get them going around the garden at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'm sure Adam would be up for that. Possibly, I don't know what else he's up to. But thank you very much for your call. What was his name? Lorenzo? No. Franco. Thank you, Franco. Franco. Who've we got on line 2?
We've got Sharon from Chippenham.
Sharon from Chippenham. I can't do a Sharon accent. I don't know what that means. How are you, Sharon?
Hi, Jamie. I'm fine, thank you.
Jolly good. Are you enjoying the show?
I am. I always enjoy the show, especially when you're on it.
Oh, you cheeky monkey. What would you like to talk about?
Well, Jamie, I've just finished making my wish list, and I need your help to fulfil my wishes. Could you do me a favour and tell Ian and Henry from the Sweaty Box to take a look at my list on the internet, because my number one wish involves them.
Are you sure? They don't wash.
That's exactly why they're number one on my wish list.
You want Ian and Henry?
They're dirty, they're grubby, yes. Just tell them to take a look at it and get in touch.
OK, I would. I'll get them to rinse it in the sink first, though. Don't you worry. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Jamie, is Big Brother putting something in the water to make all these housemates lose all reasonable sense of judgment?
We're not drugging them, if that's what you mean.
I'm well annoyed that during the Gunge task, the majority of housemates agreed with Samantha that she's beautiful. I mean, are they all as delusional as her? She is not beautiful at all.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, though.
She's a very nice person, but, I mean, as far as beautiful on the outside, no, not at all.
OK.
And also Colleen, she needs to get...
I'm going to say, you fancy Ian and Henry. Your judgment of beautiful is way out there.
No, I'm sorry, I'm not having it. I think if you ask the majority of viewers, they'd say, no, she's not beautiful.
OK, I won't bother asking the majority of the viewers, but I will take your word for it. I think they were probably just being polite, weren't they? They were giving her a bit of a self-esteem
Probably.
bump.
They didn't want her to write about them when she goes back to her job at the Daily Mail.
Exactly. Stop giving the Daily Mail publicity, for crying out loud. Who we got on line 3? Thank you for your call.
Next is Princess from London.
Princess from London. Do you know Prince Lorenzo?
No, unfortunately not.
OK.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
I love you, by the way.
Thank you very much.
I'd like to talk about Danica.
Did you answer that? Sorry, carry on.
I think that it's obvious that she's playing a game plan and she doesn't realise the impact.
Who are we talking about, sorry?
Danica.
Danica, OK.
She doesn't realise the impact it has on the other housemates.
Do you not think? I think she knows exactly what she's doing, doesn't she? I think she probably flirts with everything and everyone that she meets.
She's playing with their emotions, though.
But that's kind of her job, isn't it?
Oh.
Do you not think? Do you think? Are you feeling sorry for her now? I don't know.
Oh no, I hate her.
Oh, fine.
I think Julie's a legend as well.
Who? Sorry.
Julie. I think
Julie's
she's a legend.
Yeah, she is. There's Janet. Lovely to speak to you. Thanks. That's all we've got time for tonight. It's such a shame I never got to go blow a raspberry on, what was his name? Franco's thigh. Next time, Emma, over to you.
Thank you very, very, very much. So we're just halfway through the celebrity series and it's time to get serious. And we're not the only ones that think so. Take a look at this exclusive clip.
All right, but I'm going to do a lot of detective work today. Find out if people are really playing games and taking this seriously.
Will you let me know?
Yeah, I'm going to...
Because that's doing my bloody head in.
There's one thing that concerns me.
What's that?
And that was, and I'm going to ask Colleen this. She said that she had a talk with Danica. And Danica said that before she came in here, she had a long talk with her boyfriend. I'm wondering what that's about.
The long talk with her boyfriend was the fact that Danica is a very flirty, open, physical person. So she's touching and hugging people.
Or it could have been like, hey, I want to win this. I'm going to do whatever I can, including flirt and...
Probably.
Lead guys on to win this.
Probably.
Was it that
Do you
talk?
think that helps? Because if I'd have known that, I'd have tongued you ages ago.
Yes, like Detective Prince Lorenzo and Superintendent Julie, we want to get to the bottom of things. I can't carry all this stuff. We want to know who is the greatest game player. Now, Jamie, on entering the house, Martin said that he openly had a game plan.
Yeah.
What is it, and is it working for him?
I think he underestimated what it was going to be like in the house. I think he thought he was probably going to get by perhaps on being a nice guy and also relying on his reputation a bit. I think he...
But he said he was going to be really naughty and start arguments and things like that, and he's just kind of been a really nice guy.
Yeah, I think him and Julian and probably Colleen as well all need to kind of really up their game a bit in the final stretch, as it were.
Yeah. Do you think it's a case of all of the, as we spoke about earlier on, all of the younger ones and the flirting and everything is overshadowing all of the other housemates?
Yeah, this crappy love triangle has just sucked everything else out of the house. It's just that we need to kind of get over that and let the interesting housemates shine a bit more.
Nikki, Martin has said he's a massive Big Brother fan and he's watched loads of various series. He obviously knows that the louder characters more or less get voted out first. So do you think he's kind of going down that route and letting everybody burn themselves out?
No, not at all. I think he's just being himself. He just seems like a very laid-back guy. You know, he's not even getting nominated. I think he had 1 or 3 in, didn't he?
Yes. Did he have one? No, he had 2. Didn't he have 2 nominations?
Yeah,
Harvey nominated him, didn't he?
Oh,
And
right.
Danica.
And Rian.
Was it Rian?
Rian nominates him every week.
Every week.
And he nominates Rian.
Yeah,
what's going on
why?
there?
I don't know. They just never talk, do they? They always say we never.
Very odd.
It's very hard to have a conversation with either of
I don't think he's playing
them.
a game at all. I think that's just him.
Now, he nominated Harvey for being a ringleader. Do you think that's a genuine reason, or do you think Martin wants to be the ringleader and he sees him as competition?
Well, may I just say that I can't talk to you because you look so lovely in that coat. I have to let you know it really suits you.
You can wear this.
It does, it really suits you. I actually think... I think maybe his second nomination... I think
Sorry.
No worries. I think his second nomination was quite genuine and I think he found it difficult.
Yes.
To just
He did
find
say he really
someone.
likes Harvey.
Really likes him and he found a reason.
It was quite strategic.
Do you think it was?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because he, like we said earlier on, he did see himself, I think, as being the alpha male in there, and Harvey has stepped into that.
What do you guys think? Is Martin a game player? Yeah. It's always you tonight, isn't it? Yeah. I will go somewhere else. Anybody think Martin's a game player?
No, I don't think he is. I think he's just being himself.
Yeah.
And I don't think he has to play a game because he's so well liked and well known.
He's King Kemp.
Exactly.
Isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
King, I tell you what, just in case you weren't aware, I love him. I've said it last, I'll say it again. Now, before the show, we put a poll on. It's so hot in this coat. Before the show started, we put a poll online to find out who you guys think is the biggest game player. The results are officially in. The biggest game player in the house, according to you guys online, is Danica.
Yes!
OK, so Danica had 42.52% of the vote, followed by Julie, 24.8%, and then the situation, 11.42%. Martin, surprisingly, was 4th, but only with 4%, so a massive difference. There's a little pie chart behind you to show you what's going on.
It's getting all very complicated.
Nikki, why do you think Julie asked the boys how they felt about everything that was going on, but not the girls?
Because she wanted to plant the seed and get them all to vote for Danica.
Yeah. So you think that was part of Julie's plan?
Yeah, she's very clever, Julie. I mean, she is a good housemate, but I do think she knows exactly what she's doing.
What is she doing?
Well, I just think she's keeping everyone on her side, but I think she's quite certain that she's got a good chance of winning, but she's just got to, I don't know, manipulate the whole house. And I think Colleen was right in the beginning when she said that she was playing a game, but now they're friends, so...
Now, what...
Not.
You don't think she is?
What, playing a game?
Oh, I thought you said
no,
not.
no, and now they're friends, not.
Oh, not friends.
Really.
Do you think she's using like her years of acting to get her through this, or is she being just Julie, as she keeps saying?
I just think, and I've heard, and I'll say it again, I've heard from different people in the business that she is this sort of wonderfully mad camp character, and I don't think she's acting, and I do think she's just trying to be nice to everybody. I don't think she is acting, but I think she is. I mean, tonight when she said, "Man up," and then he went in the room and he actually went, "I've got to man up." Yeah. It was like, you know, she's feeding them all, and it's brilliant. I just think she's a great housemate. I think
she is really
I think
good.
it'd be very dull if she wasn't there.
It would be.
Yeah.
Well, you know, there are bits and pieces going on, but she doesn't have to really do a lot to be entertaining.
It's just her. She's great.
She's been constant throughout the whole thing. Jamie, do you think her little chats that she has are her way of connecting with people, or are they her way of getting people on side?
I think the chats today, with regards to are you being played and stuff, were actually a way of her being able to nominate people without any guilt. I think she was using other people's excuses for nominating.
Do you think that's why she didn't ask the girls what they felt as well?
Yeah, because she wanted to nominate who she nominated, but in order to kind of come across as a nicer person, someone who wasn't being catty, she used the boys' excuses to nominate the girls.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all saying that's right.
Straight.
Yeah.
Thank you.
After the break, find out why Julie's oral skills are worth paying for. It's really good. Plus, Jamie will be scratching around in the camera runs, but you cannot ruin reality today. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back to Bit on the Side. People of Essex, you can sleep safe tonight. Turns out it wasn't a lion, just an overweight cat. You learn something new. Oh, stop it! You're such dickheads. Right, you learn something new every day, especially in this bit. Here's today's news. My heart's pounding. At 13:37 today, Julie showed that she was taking her role as the goddess of love seriously. Now, this is a warning. This scene contains images of a sexual nature and a banana.
Well, fuck me pink. Not too ripe either. Bit more.
Aphrodite.
Yeah. Yes, Will.
You're making me jealous. It's been quite a while.
Your turn will come.
Just nothing I can say. At 16:55, Julie reflected on her time as a deity.
Hello, Aphrodite.
Oh, don't start. Hello, big brother.
What's it like being a god?
Shite. The cherubs were nice, especially the one with the banana. He left me a £1 coin. I've left it on top of one of the plinths because it's normally 30 bob for a quickie. Not just £1. So you can give it him back.
Certainly got good value for money. At 3:55 p.m, the housemates took part in their first task to withstand the elements as human statues.
Gods, you now have the power of wind. You may now use the power of earth. You may now use the power of water. Gods, you may now use the power of fire. Zeus, you must now announce which mortal you have chosen to become a god.
Me and Aphrodite have chosen Harvey to become a god.
Harvey, clearly used to a little mudslinging by now. And at 10:13 p.m, it all kicked off in the realm of the mortals.
Don't talk to me, because I'm furious with you, how you've been so disgusting to me.
To you?
To me.
Yo,
And
you...
always nitpicking at me all the time.
Nitpicking
at me.
All right.
And you're so petty. It's like being with a 16-year-old boy with you. That's what it's like. A 16-year-old boy.
But you
are so immature.
Well, you're one of the
about
fakest
things.
people I've ever met.
Okay, fine.
Fakest
fake.
people I've ever met,
Yeah.
and I'm not talking about something else. But you are the fakest one of the fakest people I've ever met.
I've got fake tits, and do you know what? I
wasn't
love my
speaking about
fake
that.
tits.
I wasn't talking about that.
Absolutely
I said your character
love
is fake.
my fake tits.
Your character is fake.
I fucking love them.
Your character, your personality.
I haven't got a character.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't have to prove myself.
I didn't say you had a character.
I don't have to prove myself to be real to you.
Yeah.
I don't, because
you're
do you know
not
what?
real.
Do you know
Because I
what?
know you're not.
Don't talk to me from now on.
Oh my
Let's
God,
go to
you just
anything.
made my Christmas list. Please walk away.
Christmas list? Is that like a festive wish list? Quite possibly. That was today's news. Come with me. Let's go in here. Hi, Helen. So, very soon we are going to catch up, but first, Jamie is in the camera runs. Jay, what's happening up there?
There's definitely tension over here. The situation is currently doing the washing up.
Right.
With that kind of furious way that husbands do the washing up after there's had
Like
an
that.
argument. The very thin-lipped, silent washing up has been going on. Post the Danica situation meltdown, Sam sided with the situation and said that Danica was nasty and vindictive and said that he handled it very well. Look at him. He's a furious husband.
What happened with this? What we've just seen in the news? Where did that all come from?
I'm not entirely sure. Your guess is as good as mine. I've been given a list and I heard it through my ear. Got no idea.
Well, I
But
guess
look,
we'll see it in tomorrow's show, won't
but
we?
look over here. Look who I found.
Who are they?
It's amazing what you run into in these bloody places, honestly.
Who are they?
Who are you?
I am a sexy cherub.
These are the four sexy cherubs. That
Where's the banana one?
Where's the banana one? Well, this is the man that had the fortune of having his banana sucked by Julie Goodyear.
How was it? Ask him.
How was it?
Yeah, it was up there with the best moments of my life.
Brilliant.
Does he feel like he's arrived?
Have a look at this. What's down there?
Don't ruin everyone's dreams.
I know that's not your penis. Let's get one warm for you, Emma. I'm going to bring it back down with
It
you.
looks a little bit green.
Which housemate was the best one to be a sexy cherub to?
I kind of like Ashley.
Ashley?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, Julie was quite funny.
Ashley and Julie. Thank you very much. These are my sexy cherubs. They're going to take me to heaven.
Yeah, Jay, I'm going to leave you with them.
Thank you very much,
I'm going to leave you
Martina.
with them. Bye. Looks like he's having fun.
Wowzers.
We're going to have more fun there.
Yeah.
Right, let's talk online.
But what you just asked about, the argument, is going to be online a bit very soon. I'm just making a video
Where
of
it
it now.
all came from.
Where it all came from. I think it's been building for a little while, but it was in the bedroom, and the situation said something to Danica, and she just flipped and went mad.
Like out of the blue?
He made a comment, and it was towards. It's about because she's changed.
She's changed the prince.
She's changed the prince.
He's probably getting jealous.
He's very jealous.
She is sticking up for herself.
Emotions are all over the place. She's nominated. He's nominated.
Yeah.
It's just an emotional bubble waiting to burst.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
It is a roller coaster, a roller coaster sometimes. I don't know why I did that. I apologise.
Stop it.
Everyone online is talking about nominations, obviously.
Yeah.
You looking beautiful tonight, isn't she? Looking very beautiful. Everyone's telling me that as well. And Julie's manipulation. The way she manipulated the boys. People are saying, was it a manipulation? Some
Right.
people say it was. Some people say, no, she's just looking out for her boys.
As always, two sides to every story.
Exactly. But her chewing gum levels, everyone wants me to tell.
She
Please,
has
can we
got
turn her
a
microphone
whole
down?
heap of chewing gum in there.
She did.
How much has she taken in with her? Does she get a daily supply?
This is a
What
good
is going
fact.
on?
We should find
you
that out.
need to find
I
this
do-
out for these good
there was
people
a lot
at
of
home.
cigarettes that we had a fact about, but I will find that out.
Find
Let
out
you
about
know.
the gum.
I will.
Promise?
I will promise.
All right, then we're out of time again. Is that all right?
There's never enough time.
I know there isn't.
We have a lovely time.
That is it for this evening. Thank you to all of my guests, Nikki, Natalie and Jamie. Catch us tomorrow at 11 when the Mighty Boosh's Richard Filch will be here, journalist Patrick Strudwick, and that very loose woman.
You're already here. You're already here tomorrow night.
No, not me.
Oh.
The loosest of loose women. Who will it be?
Carol McGiffin.
Carol McGiffin. Stay tuned for another chance to watch The Hotel Inspector. Good night.